Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm also fine. It is very great opportunity to me to talk to you something. I think it's a long gap and long time that we didn't talk each other.
Yeah, that's why I invited, and today, luckily, I found you. So I'm really lucky. So now I will ask you some questions like, as a teacher, what is your experience when you started your English? What kind of problem did you face?
Okay, if I talk to you about this, and I want to know and I want to inform you that one thing, like as you know, I'm teaching English in academic level in coaching centers and organizations of school. But I think English is a language. All of we know international language. However, I face some problem in the past at the student level, and when I was a student of intermediate or SSC candidate, I was not good at English. At present, I don't think that I'm good at English. I'm trying still now, but I think that time it was my toughest time in that time, and I want to inform you that both of the exam I failed to achieve golden A plus only for English subject. And English subject, I got A grade, both of the exam. But after completing the HSC, I thought that English is so tough. Is it so tough in English? What type of grammatical types or what type of things that English contains? That is why I overall missed two academic exams, missed A plus in English subject. So that time I thought that I want to be a good English speaker and I want to learn English more elaborately. That time I talked to British Council and take some courses in British Council, and after that I thought that English is much more easier than Bangla. Whenever we are speaking in Bangla, we do not think about a lot of things. So as a language of English, I think also most of the person or people, those who want to learn English, they should not think about their error or mistakes. And basically, when we are speaking English, there are a lot of things, a lot of problems we are faced. As a Bangla medium student or Bangladeshi students, we are studying English around 12 years, from class 1 to 12 class. But whenever you are asking someone to express themselves or to introduce themselves in front of camera or in front of you in English, it is quite impossible to them to express themselves. So my question is that if we are learning for a long period of time, around 12 years approximately, so isn't it possible to describe ourselves in English? Why not? This is the only factor is that we are not willing to learn English whenever we are a student.
Yeah, actually, we are thinking like that. I mean, most of the time we are thinking that English is a subject, not language. So in our school, in our college, in our university, all time we know all the grammar, we know vocabulary, phrases, we know reading, everything we know, but we don't know how to speak. Why? Because we never practice. So your another question is like that. What kind of things as a beginner people when they started their journey they can do to improve their English speaking?
Okay. First of all, if we think about speaking English, if anyone wants to improve their speaking English, I say again and again, spoken, spoken and spoken. You should speak a lot of time. We think about that. We have some mistake whenever we are speaking. But if you think about native speakers, they also have some mistakes. For example, if I say something about you, like whenever we are speaking in Bangla, should we think about Arab Vibhakti Samash?
Never.
No. So why are you thinking about grammatical rules whenever you are speaking in English? Why we think about, oh my God, right form of verbs, changing sentence, tense, persons, auxiliary verbs. Or another thing is that whenever we are make some mistakes, we are feeling shy. And we do not have an appropriate environment of speaking English. For example, if you are speaking some English languages in crowded place or public place, sometimes you can see some people are seeing you like you are from another planet. So that is the shyness. And another thing is that beginning level of speaking English or beginning level of learning learners, those who want to learn English, they have to think about that. Mistakes can make you the perfect. If you think that whenever I am speaking some English language, I have a lot of mistakes, so it is not possible to learn English language. So I should leave the place. So this is not the appropriate thing. I think whenever you are making some mistakes, that mistakes can make you perfectly speaking.
Yeah,
And
I
we
also
think
told
about the
everyone, and I talk with some native speakers. So when I talk with them, they told me that if you do mistake, that means you're a learner. If you are not doing any mistake, you are not learner.
exactly.
So in that time, they told that in your country, as a Bengali country, the problem is your country. Why they don't know how to speak in English? Because they feel afraid. They are thinking that if I do the mistake, what will happen? All time they are worried about.
Percent of Bangladeshi students English class and English lectures are in Bengali. Why?
Yeah, absolutely. You know that also I'm talking with so many people in our country who are teacher, and also some people they are coming from like different university. So whenever I ask them what is the main problem, why you don't know how to speak in English, they said that when I was in college, when I was in school, even in my university, some teacher, English teacher, they don't know how to speak in English. So how may I
Exactly.
speak? So this is the
Exactly.
big problem in our country. So as our education system, we need to fix our teacher. We need to hire some teacher who knows better English, who knows how to speak in English in front of students. Then they will
Exactly.
be motivated. So we never do this.
That is why I mentioned you that most of the top-rated schools, those who are lectures, taking the lectures in English, they are very comfortably spoken in English, and English is their interesting subject. But in case of our Bangla medium schools students, they are afraid in English. Why? Because they are basement, and we cannot improve our base level. Most of the teachers, those who are taking the English classes, they are spoken in Bengali. Why? English should be in English. If you want to learn in English, you have to go through in English environment. But in English class, if you are taking the classes in Bengali, so it is not quite possible to learn English effectively.
Yeah, I think that if you visit some school and college, you will see that teacher they are coming to take their English classes, but they never speak in English. They are speaking Bangla. They are just giving some structure, vocabulary, pages, and then it's over. But they never said that how much it is important for students. That's why students are look like same. They also don't know how to speak in English.
Don't you think that we don't have any qualified English speakers in our country?
Absolutely, we have lots of, but we never give them any opportunity.
But our requirement is that those who are taking the English classes, they have to be English background education system. Can you imagine? My background education system is BBA MBA from accounting subject. So if I want to take the classes in English in organizations, I have to face some restrictions. Why? Because you are not a student of English background and your subject was not in English. Whenever you are a student of university, your major subject was accounting. How can you take the English classes? And how can you teach the students about English? This is not possible. We can hire you for accounting subject.
Yeah.
So that's it. It is the fact. This is the big problem for it also.
Actually, you know that if I tell you one funny story, yesterday one woman she came in my Facebook account and she called me and she told me that I want to practice with you. I said okay. So when I asked her what is your background, where are you coming from, then she told me that right now I am presenter in BTV. And she
Okay.
completed her graduation from Dhaka University in English department. But
Oh my
she
God.
doesn't know how to speak in English. And
That
she
is
is
the
coming here right now to improve her English speaking. Why? Because she knows that without English she never go higher level. And without English right now she feel embarrassed whenever she is going. All the people are talking in English, but she can understand, but she doesn't know how to speak. So these kind of things, if she knows in school, college, right now, she didn't come here to learn her speak. So we need to understand as a teacher that how much it is important for learner, for students, for pupils. So in that time, they should tell them you should learn your English from right now. Otherwise, in future, you will face a lot of difficulty. But nobody tell us.
I think mention you one thing also. I told the beginning of the speaker of English, I told them, listen more than speaking.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to listen. If you want to be a good speaker, you have to be a good listener. If you don't do it, you cannot grow, or you cannot get or become a good speaker.
Yeah, one native speaker, he told that listening is a mother of the tongue.
Exactly.
So when you will listen more and more, it will be easy for you to become a good speaker. So you should listen.
Obviously.
Before you are speaking, you should listen. But in our country, people, they don't like listening. So how
Exactly.
they will become good speaker?
If I give you an example, a little example, like my neighbor, my nephew, she is only in class 4 or 5. Whenever she visits my home, she is fluently speaker of Hindi. Why?
Because she already used to about listening.
Habituated to see the Hindi cartoon. Maximum student of our country, those who are studying in 2, 3, 4, they are fluent speaker in Hindi. But why not in English? Because they are not appropriately listening of English in their environment. Or any other example, if I mention you that whenever we born in Bangladesh, so have you faced any coaching center or any other organizations that you have to learn Bengali language and you have to admit it in a coaching center? No. Why? Because all of our environment and all of the people around us, they are speaking in Bangla. So we are hearing that and we can habituated to speak in Bangla easily. But in our country, very much unfortunately that there is no any opportunity or environment like this that can help us to learn English very much effectively. That is the main problem.